So we're at the ULEZ protest in London today. I'm here with
Burt.
And why are you here, Cherry?
I'm here to show my support for the anti-ULEZ campaign, because I believe that it's a dreadful imposition on all of the normal people, common people of Greater London and just outside London. And it's all based on lies, because it doesn't affect the air quality, especially where I live. I live in a leafy village in Biggin Hill, right on the very edge of the zone, and there's just...
Go, we can hear.
There's just no justification for it to be there. It's purely a cash grab, and I see it as only the beginning of even more restrictions on our movement and our ability to have our own vehicles, which all pass MOTs. We've all got very low emissions and don't affect the air quality, and it's proven.
What would you say to those people who say this is purely for environmental reasons?
Show me the environmental reasons. I can't verify it, but it's been shown, or it was on the media, that he actually exaggerated the effect that it had on the expansion when it was taken out to the north and south circuits. And they're obviously more urban than we are. So if the effect there has been minimal, and really minimal, the effect where we live, apart from the effect financially for hundreds of thousands of people, the effect on the air quality will be negligible, literally. And I'm all for the ecology and whatnot. I want to see clean air, and I want my children to live, but I don't want them to live under this sort of draconian...
Would you call it tyranny? Yeah.
Exactly, this draconian sort of measure.
I'll just walk back and show the poster you've got. So I take it you're a big fan of Sadiq Khan by the looks of it.
He's not my favourite person, let's put it that way, yeah.
What are your thoughts on him?
Well, when I see him being questioned in the London Assembly, and he goes to the question time from the people in the audience, and he sits there smirking and not answering just to run the time down, then I don't think you need to ask me what I think of him.
It's a very arrogant individual, isn't he?
He comes across as very arrogant. I don't think he's got the general public's interest at heart. He seems to be quite narrow in his demographic in London. We get support from all creeds, all shapes, all colours. They come past, giving their horns and everything. Bus drivers, ambulance
Lots
drivers.
of toots, yeah, absolutely.
So,
everyone.
It's not about a race or anything like that. But I don't think that Khan is for me, and I don't think he is for the outer London area.
But the important question is, do you still think he's going to win the mayoral election this year?
Well, according to the polls, and they're not always right, but according to the polls he's ahead, they might be not realising that there's a sleeping giant there that's been awoken. If people get up and get out and vote, and it's, again, it's partly politics must come into it, but you've got to suspend that, because what's happening here is an absolute travesty.
So what would you say to people who have voted Labour all their lives, who would have...
I voted Labour for the main part of my life until I started earning my own money and I realised it was better to be I just say, forget whether it's Labour or Tory, vote for what is best for you. Don't say I'm voting for Labour because my father's father, etc., etc. did. Think about the actual moment now and what is best for you and your family.
Would you say that people need to get behind one candidate though, in Susan Hall,
Susan Hall,
to not split the vote?
She doesn't come across particularly, what's the word I'm looking for? She hasn't come across particularly well, I don't think, in recent interviews, but she's promised to stop.
It's a better alternative.
And if there's a weight of people behind her that's voted her, then hopefully she'll be better than Khan. I think anybody will.
Absolutely.
But don't split the vote.
Don't split the vote. So Reform UK here today. I'll just show you that quickly.
Yeah.
Is your message not to vote for Reform? It's just the one to get behind one candidate.
I'm afraid so. Much as they've become involved with the movement, the anti-ULEZ movement, but we've got to be realistic. Is there any realistic chance of them being elected, or just splitting the vote and allowing Khan back in? And that's what we've got to think of. So it's got to be Susan.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Cheers.